Hearty welcome to all of you to this Thursday Satsang, and today's topic is what is enlightenment? Thursday Satsang is specially for spiritual seekers, people from world over who are very seriously interested in spiritual evolution. These Thursday Satsangs will be specially for them. And these are open forums. Anybody can join. There is no money involved anywhere. You can forward the Zoom link or YouTube link. I will post the YouTube link in chat box. If you want to share with your friends, you are welcome to do so. Okay, so the YouTube link I have shared in the chat box. If you want to send it to your friends or you want to see this video afterward, you can do that. All right. So the topic for the today's satsang is what is enlightenment? A very, very interesting subject. Many people have asked this question because there people have some vague ideas about enlightenment, what precisely it is. Okay. So me being a scientist, I'm going to give you the scientific answer to this question, what is enlightenment? I had been with many gurus, starting with Jiddu Krishnamurti, Osho Rajneesh, and many others. Right now we are in touch with Yogiraj Amarjyoti ji from Palampur, my master Dada Gavan, whose statue you see behind. It's his blessings that the whole spiritual development and the growth and the evolution happen. And hundreds of masters I have interviewed basically on this to understand what is enlightenment. Not only that, for past 35 years my research had been on how anybody and everybody, any spiritual seeker who is seriously interested, how that person can walk the path of spirituality, how one can evolve spiritually, and how can we make this lifetime the last lifetime. इस जन्म को आखिरी जन्म कैसे बनाना? That is exactly the point we are going to discuss in today's satsang. So I will talk for about 45 minutes, and after that 45 minutes of question answer. So all of you who have serious questions, you form the question in a proper manner and in a very systematic manner. Your proper question should be put into the chat box. After 45 minutes, I will see the chat box and I'll answer your questions live without ducking a single question. Okay. All my lifetime, I have never ducked a single question, whether free program or paid program, whether locally managed or international. In my lifetime, I never ducked a question. So all your questions will be, but questions should be clear. I should understand what the question is. So form your questions properly and then post it in the chat box. All right, that is the minimum rules that you need to follow. Keep your microphones muted so that there is no disturbance, because this is going live on the YouTube and many people will see the YouTube video afterward. So there should not be any disturbances in the video. All right, so let's go ahead with the topic. What is enlightenment? How do we understand scientifically? There are a lot of philosophical definitions. I'm not going to go into that. I'm basically an electronic engineer. Myself and my wife, Guruma Bharti Nirmal, we had been running the electronic manufacturing unit for more than 22 years. We retired as engineers and now full-fledged into spirituality. And I had been also doing the research as a scientist on different subjects like sound engineering and all, and also meeting lots of spiritual masters world over and interviewing them to understand how the spiritual evolution happens. That is our subject. So lots of scientific data also I will give you on the subject so that you understand what exactly is enlightenment. All the spiritual masters whomsoever I have met, they have shared that If you test the water of the ocean, okay, the test is the same no matter from where you test it. समंदर का पानी को कहीं से भी चखे वो पानी एक सरीखा ही होगा, खारा होगा. It's like that. There are people who have tested the life from its very source. जो लोगों ने जीवन के प्रवाह को स्रोत से चखा, जाना, पाया, वो आध्यात्मिक व्यक्ति है. Those who have tested the waters of life from its very source are the genuine spiritual people. It's not about a label. It's not about a post. It's not about ego boosting or a false ego. There are hundreds of people right now on the planet Earth who have tested the waters of life from its very source. जीवन का अपरोक्ष अनुभूति, ऐसा अपने शास्त्रों ने कहा है. जीवन की अपरोक्ष अनुभूति, जीवन को स्रोत से, सोर्स से जानना, बहुत लोगों ने जाना है और कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. हर आदमी जान सकता है और इसके ऊपर कोई मोनोपोली नहीं है. जो भी व्यक्ति एक साइंटिफिक तरीका लेके चलेगा, साइंटिफिक प्रोसेस है, मैं आपको बताऊंगा आने वाले दिनों में, और बहुत ही सही तरीके से हम इस विषय का विवरण करेंगे. एवरीबडी हु इज सीरियसली इंटरेस्टेड स्पिरिचुअल सीकर कैन अंडरस्टैंड द प्रोसेस and get ready for the ultimate grace of the Lord. Grace of Guru, grace of Lord, ईश्वर कृपा, गुरु कृपा, ऐसे शब्द वापरे हैं. Of course it happens with the grace. Me working for enlightenment will not get me the enlightenment because I am there, I want to work, I want enlightenment. That is a desire. Of course that's a good desire. That desire has to be there. But when enlightenment happens, that desire is also gone, or when that desire is also gone, the enlightenment happens. So many seekers make this statement that I want enlightenment. There are two hindrances to enlightenment in this statement. First is the I, the ego. Second is the wanting, I want. The wanting is the hindrance and I is the hindrance. Then if I is gone, the wanting is gone, the enlightenment remains. As simple as that. But what exactly happens when the wanting is gone and the ego is gone? What exactly happens scientifically? So I have done some experiments, subjected myself to the research scientists world over. One of the experiment I have done in 2009. Okay, let me see if I have anything that I can share with you. All right, do you see in the background these two brains? Yeah, all of you are able to see this in the background. I have posted a visual in the video background because this was readily available. Okay, now I'm going to show you scientifically as an engineer, okay, what exactly is enlightenment. So this particular visual which you see in the background is a proper scientific understanding of enlightenment. Normal human being, okay, who is not at all aware, very few points in the brain are lighted. बहुत कम ऐसे पॉइंट है. So ये common men, but evolved spiritual, not ordinary common men. Ordinary common men will have hardly any light. There is no light. A real enlightened master's brain is fully illuminated with the light like this, and this I am telling you as a scientist. This is a scientific methodology which can be proven in the laboratory. So the word enlightenment has the word light in between, and that light is the light in the brain. And now scientists are saying about the five waves inside the brain which are measurable. So let's understand the scientific understanding of this enlightenment. Normal person, if you are not relaxed, you are hyper, then you are into the beta state. 14 hertz to 40 hertz is your brainwave frequency if taken as a electroencephalograph, EEG. Like we have cardiograph for heart, we have electroencephalograph for the brain, and EEG waveform will show 14 hertz to 40 hertz frequency waveform. That is called beta state. If you are relaxed, like if I play some sounds which are normally we do in the sound healing sessions, you relax with your eyes closed and you come to the alpha. 7 hertz to 13 hertz is the alpha frequency. Alpha frequencies are extremely good for the students to do the homework or for grasping the new knowledge. So anybody who is relaxed can grasp the subject better. All the parents here, if you can put your children into alpha, they will complete 2 hours homework in half an hour, because alpha, the grasping capacity is very high, mind is focused, concentrator, memory power is better, and it's very good for learning. That is called alpha state of brainwaves. Below that, which is the miraculous healing state, is called the theta states. So 3.5 hertz to 7 hertz is the frequency of theta waves. All the miracle healing that scientists know, all the scientists confirm that miracle healing happens in the theta state. Naturally, every spiritual seeker goes to theta state when you go to sleep. When you relax, you come from beta to alpha. When you are just falling asleep, you come to theta. And when you go into the deep sleep, you are in delta. 0.5 hertz to 3.5 hertz is the delta wave frequency. Delta means deep sleep. If you are dreaming in the sleep, then you are again back to theta. So dreaming is good. It is, scientists say that if somebody is not allowed to dream, person will go mad. Whatever our wishes are there, which we are not able to fulfill in the conscious state, our subconscious mind will create the dream, and during the dream state, you will be able to fulfill that. And that's why you are happy and healthy after you get a good sleep, because your wishes are fulfilled in the dream state. Otherwise, if person is not allowed to dream, the person will go mad in few days' time. So dreaming happens, and that completes our many subconscious desires. That is one aspect of it. In a way, that is also healing. But if you can go consciously into the theta state, you can actually do the miracle healing process. We had 6 days camp just few days back, proper 6 full days residential retreat of miracle healing we completed, and lots of healing miracles created. You can create healing miracles on your own. And this healing is very important for your spiritual enlightenment. That's why I'm going to elaborate a little bit on this. When you fall asleep, if you remain aware, conscious of your breath, the last breath where you get sucked into the sleep, there will be a little bit of snoring sound. This kind of a sound is there, which you will recognize, and then after that you forget everything because you are sucked into the delta state. But until then, you are aware. The last breath will be the snoring sound, and that is a signal of the body that the body is relaxed. Only when the body is relaxed that you can get sucked into the sleep state. Until then, you will be changing your hand, posture, this, that, adjust the AC, adjust the fan. You will not get the sleep. When your body is fully relaxed, only then you will get the sleep. So just before you get sucked into the sleep, which is the delta state, you are into the theta state. If you are conscious into that state, amazingly healing state is there. Okay, just being conscious in that state is a miracle healing. Same thing happens when you are coming out of sleep. So the first, you wake up. When you wake up, you are not into beta, you are into theta, because you have just come out of delta. So हिंदी में इसको तंद्रा अवस्था कहते हैं. तंद्रा, निद्रा में से निकल के पहले तंद्रा अवस्था में आते हैं. तंद्रा इज थीटा स्टेट, and theta state is the healing state. So when you wake up, First few minutes you will be in theta state. If you remain conscious, the first thing in the morning, the moment you wake up, is you do meditation. Be fully alert and aware, focus on your breath, watch your thoughts. You will understand you are absolutely amazing person. That meditation, theta meditation, right in the morning, first thing that you do for a few minutes, absolutely miraculously healing state. Then you will be a little more relaxed and you will get up from the bed that you are in alpha, and the once you start the activity, you are in beta. If you understand, all of us, we get 2 times without doing anything. Naturally, while falling asleep, we go through the theta state, the healing state. When we wake up, we come from the delta to theta to alpha to beta, which is a normal functioning Jagrut Avastha or wakeful state. Now, we have understood 4 states which are scientifically provable because electroencephalograph EEG will tell you the frequency. This is seen on the screen, computer screen. They put the electrodes and these are all seen. So which means this is 100% scientific measurable phenomena. We are not talking about some philosophy. We are talking about down to earth science. Every human being daily passes through this beta, alpha, theta, delta. Then coming back from sleep, delta, theta, alpha and beta. This is how you come back to normal state, wakeful state. Now, average person will remain throughout the life in these 4 states only. Average person, unenlightened person. And you will not see this kind of a light which you see in the brain. Because these 4 states don't have that light. Maybe a little bit light on the left hand side which is there, you can see, but not much of the light. There is something extraordinary that awaits all the spiritual seekers. If you do meditation daily, go deeper into meditation. Be aware of your breath, be watchful of your thoughts. In just witnessing your thoughts, your number of thoughts will reduce. This is a normal thing. I will tell you a small technique, a small hint that will help you a lot. Okay, all the spiritual seekers who are very seriously interested in enlightenment. Keep your head, neck and trunk straight and just a 15 degrees your head upward like this. Okay, just a 15 degrees, little up. What will happen? This will balance your spine and the brain very comfortably. Your head is comfortably resting on your spine. No stress created. So this is the perfect posture for meditation. Take your eyes upward like this. Take your gaze with your eyes closed upward to the third eye and the energy starts moving upward. So slowly all the chakras will open and the energy will move upward. Watch your breath. Witness your thoughts. This is a simple meditation, simplest possible. In doing so, what will happen? Your number of thoughts will reduce. विचारों की गति कम हो जाएगी and number of thoughts per minute वो विचार खुद ही कम हो जाएंगे. ये है साक्षी भाव का परिणाम. This is the power of witnessing. So if your body is straight, your 15 degrees head tilted upward, your eyes gazing upward to the third eye, and your energy body gets activated naturally. You have to be simply into the witness mode. आपको सही तरीके से पोस्चर बनाना है बॉडी का और जागरूकता में साक्षी भाव में स्थिर होना है. Which is very simple. I showed you, just do this much and you are ready for that. Number of thoughts will reduce. विचारों की संख्या कम होते जाएगी. As the number of thoughts go on reducing, you will find the gap between the two thoughts. You have to enter that gap. That gap is the door to divine. The gap between the two thoughts is the door to your higher self. It is door to your Atma Sakshatkar. It is the door to your divinity. You enter that door. First of all, you should know where the door is, find the door, and then you enter the door. The moment you enter that door, the number of thoughts will simply disappear. You are fully alert and aware. Your awareness will go on expanding. And that expanding awareness is the state of enlightenment. As simple as that. What will happen if you get into that state? Your brain will not have this alpha, beta, theta, delta. They will be there as a substratum. There is one more level of waveforms which scientists are now measuring, and that is called gamma waves. Gamma waves are not simply like this alpha, beta, theta, delta. Gamma waves are synchronous oscillations across the brain. They are synchronous all throughout left brain, right brain. So gamma waves don't fit into alpha, beta, theta, delta. They are totally different. Gamma waves are synchronous oscillations across the brain. And frequency may be something like 40 hertz, 70 hertz, 100 hertz, 200 hertz, 400 hertz. These are the different frequencies measured by the scientists. Frequency of what? Frequency of gamma waves. Okay. This is proven in laboratory. So what is the scientific proof of enlightenment? If a scientist asks, what is the scientific proof of enlightenment? Proper answer to this question is anybody who has gamma waves in the brain, that person is enlightened person. What will happen? All the brain will be lighted. That person starts living in the present moment, does not have expectations, does not have a wandering mind here and there, fully alert and aware, 100% available in the present moment, enjoy the life with full awareness, and when the time comes, dies with full awareness. So any person who experiences the death with full awareness, that person does not have to come back. That is the secret of making this lifetime the last lifetime. इस जन्म को अगर आखिरी जन्म बनाना है तो पूर्ण जागरूकता में श्वास छोड़ते हुए मृत्यु को उपलब्ध होना, पूर्ण जागरूकता में मृत्यु को उपलब्ध होना, ये तरीका है मोक्ष प्राप्ति का। बहुत सारे साधक नॉर्थ इंडिया में हमें पूछते हैं कि मोक्ष कैसे होता है, साइंस क्या है। फिलॉसफी तो बहुत है, बहुत सारे मास्टर्स फिलॉसफी सिखाते हैं एंड परफेक्टली फाइन, आई एम ऑल फॉर इट, लर्न द फिलॉसफी ऑल्सो, बट लर्न द साइंस ऑल्सो। आपके बच्चे, आपके बच्चों के बच्चे जब पूछेंगे इसका विज्ञान क्या है, व्हाट इज द साइंस बिहाइंड इट, देन यू शुड बी एबल टू गिव proper scientific answer, because modern children are more motivated with the science. They have a logical brain and they are more scientific. So if parents can explain spirituality in a scientific manner, I think parents are better placed to communicate with the children and explain these things in a proper manner. Children wonderfully pick up these ideas, okay, because they are very scientific. Modern children, well versed with the technology, they understand all these things. So it's good to understand spirituality in a scientific way. Plus, I travel to Western countries a lot. Western mind is very logical, very scientific. They want more of scientific answers. So these are some of the very well researched scientific aspects. Let me repeat. Alpha, beta, theta, delta are for the common man. Synchronous oscillations called of gamma waves across the brain is for the enlightened masters. So that is the scientific differentiating factor between a common person and an enlightened person. Now, you may wonder, oh, when will I get gamma waves in my brain. Okay. Now, instead of asking the question, when will I get enlightened? Okay. Now that you understood the science, your next question will be, how can I get the gamma brain waves? Simple, common desire. I want to get enlightened. You see, very funny thing, but this is how the desire is. So instead of asking, how do I get enlightened? You can say, okay, how do I have gamma waves in my brain? And perfectly fine. Because common man will start this question and there's nothing wrong. You have to start somewhere with this question. Even though I have told you the answer, the language is like that and there's nothing wrong. There's no criticism of anything. Desire for enlightenment is a big thing. It has to be there. It will disappear. That's also great. Okay, but it has to be there in the beginning. Otherwise, you will not walk the path. अगर डिजायर ही नहीं है तो रास्ता कटेगा कैसे? डिजायर तो होना चाहिए. The desire has to be there, otherwise how will you walk the path? So there's nothing wrong. Understand? It's perfectly fine. Okay, let me remove this. Okay, so we have understood few basic things. Scientifically, normal people are into beta state. If you are relaxed, you come to alpha. If you are about to go to sleep, you come to theta state, which is the most miraculous healing state. And when you get sucked into the sleep, you are into the delta state. So while going to the sleep, you pass through the delta, the miracle healing frequency. And while coming out of sleep, once you are wake up, you are into theta state. In delta, you are not wake up. You don't even know where you are. The moment you are wake up, you are into theta. Then slowly, when you get up, you will be in alpha. You are still relaxed. And once you start your activity, you will come back to beta. Okay. So, if you can get into the meditative state and get the synchronous oscillations called gamma waves, that is the scientific proof of enlightenment. And this is possible for everybody. Next few minutes, I'm going to tell you down to earth simple things which you can experience, and if you try tomorrow or anytime in near future, even right now as you are listening to me, you can experience that. Solid down to earth practical steps to experience gamma waves across the. It's not that rare, my dear friends. We do get the glimpses of this. Okay, we do get the glimpses. It may not be full-fledged, but even a glimpse will help you a lot. Even a glimpse is so very beautiful. Let me tell you the methods. See, if you are going for the trekking, like in the US, almost every weekend you see some youngsters going for the trekking. In India also we have got lots of trekkers group, nearby trekking is going on. So 2-3 hours, 4 hours you are working hard uphill and you come to the peak of the mountain and suddenly that panoramic view is there and that aha moment. When you have that aha moment, okay, that is the time you have gamma waves. That's enlightenment moment. Some light happens inside and you feel so happy about it. Wonderful, 4 hours of hard work you're doing, and then you come to that point and suddenly you feel very happy. That happiness is the glimpse of enlightenment. That moment some light happens inside your brain because that light is what makes you happy, and that light connects you to your source. आत्मा के साथ में कनेक्शन बनता है वो आहा मोमेंट में. You are connecting to yourself, your higher self, in that aha moment. It's a wonderful thing. Now you will say, just for a 5-second glimpse, if I have to trek for 4 hours, 5 hours. No, I'm not telling you that as a standard method. I'm telling you, if you had been trekking, you have experienced gamma waves, you had the glimpse, no doubt about that. Okay. Simpler thing. You see the wondrous eyes of a beautiful child, very innocent child, and wondrous eyes, looking at everything fresh. If you look into the wondrous eyes of a child, suddenly you are transported into that innocent state because mirror neurons work. That is also the enlightenment, my dear friends. It's such a wonderful thing. Okay. Our grandchildren were here a couple of days back. We played with them. Such a nice. You can share that innocence with a child. And all enlightened masters have that innocence, pure, natural innocence is the quality of enlightenment. In a way, every child is into that state when that wondrous eyes are there and is looking at the everything that you show with the wonderful eyes, wondrous eyes. That state of innocence is enlightenment. So if you look into the eyes of an innocent child, that glimpse comes, aha moment comes, wow feeling comes. You are enlightened in that moment. It's a glimpse. You see very beautiful person, a great dancer, with a great grace person dancing. It can transport into that aha moment. That's why we go to the live concerts and dance programs and all. If you are interested in music, you are listening to classical music, a great artist performing, and you get into that aha. You are into that gamma wave. You are enlightened in that moment. There can be 1,000 different things. It all depends on what you are interested in. A foodie person like me, if I taste some really good dish and I'm exported into that, a good taste in the mouth can export me into that state. Aha. Yeah, anything, anything can. An insight shared can put you into that aha. Oh wow, I never got this. I never understood. First time, insight puts you into that state. Suddenly the gamma waves are there in your brain. As I'm talking, it may be generating gamma waves in your brain. If the machines are there, you can see it on the screen. Yeah. If you are getting aha moment as I'm talking, well, that is enlightenment. You are getting transported into that state. Okay. इसको अध्यात्म में सतोरी कहते हैं. It's not the samadhi, it's satori. Glimpses of enlightenment. So before the full-fledged water comes, you get that some drop trickling, and that is satori. That's not the samadhi. That's the difference. When the full-fledged enlightenment comes, you are all the time into that aha. That is enlightenment. But before that enlightenment happens, this wonderful droplets of satori, they start happening and your life starts changing. Now, this is not a small change. This is not a kind of an amendment, little here, little there. No, this is called fundamental transformation. मूलभूत परिवर्तन होता है जीवन में. जब एनलाइटनमेंट होता है तो बहुत बड़ा परिवर्तन होता है. So this is called fundamental transformation. It's not a kind of a small amendment here and there. That's different. That's also okay. For the management science, that's okay. This is amul parivartan, fundamental transformation of being. Then you are not the same person again. So these glimpses, slowly they open up and then you are full-fledged into that. That is the transformation. And then the gamma will stay in your brain. You are into that aha all the time, continuously aha. And you hold into that state. That's the expanding awareness state. And it's very simple, natural state. In fact, ego sustains with great efforts, my dear friends, the other way around. इसको सहज समाधि कहते हैं, सहज भाव. To maintain your image, that's the ego, ego has its own image. To maintain that image, you put 1,000 efforts and that's why you feel tired. सहज समाधि बलि, जो सहज अवस्था में जीता है उसको कुछ भी एफर्ट्स नहीं डालने पड़ते. That's a very simple thing. So this expanding awareness state is सहज अवस्था, simple natural state. Ego needs lots of effort to maintain the image. This is natural state. It does not need any effort. You are simply naturally there. Let me give a very crude example to understand because there is very subtle thing. But the crude thing is, suppose if I start dyeing my hair, okay, I'll make it all black. You know what will happen? Of course, I don't have many to make it black, hardly anything. Here, little bit. I can use the dye, but not much. Now, if I wash, some white hair will come back. The ego feels bad. Oh, again the white hair. So you'll dye again. How much effort do you put in making your hair black? Because some whiteness will come, no, the dye will go away after washing few times. Ego needs effort to maintain the image. Now, what I gave is a very crude physical example. Convert it to the psychological image. Psychologically, oh, I'm a great person, I'm a spiritual person. If you have that kind of ideas in your mind and you want to project, that's exactly what is ego. And ego takes away a lot of energy to sustain its image. That person, enlightenment not possible. Enlightenment is that aha moment, wondrous thing in the natural state. सहज समाधि भली, ओके, सहज अवस्था. सो जितना सहज अवस्था में रहेगा उतना नेचुरली आएगा, कुछ करने की जरूरत ही नहीं. All efforts belong to ego. When you get into the effortlessness, enlightenment happens naturally. Okay. When you are ready, the grace happens, you understand, and then you are in gratitude. That's all. That's all. The life is very simple after that. All right. So get into that on your own. There's nothing that needs to be done. If somebody is telling you, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, then probably that person doesn't know what enlightenment is. For enlightenment, you need to do nothing. And let me tell you, many people find it a difficult thing. How do I do nothing? Because you are accustomed to do something. That's the problem. If you understand that you need to do nothing, not even thinking, just being aware is enough, and that's what leads to enlightenment. Let me give you a little bit of scientific data and then I look into all your questions, answer your questions. Last bit of information. Some scientific data is good to start. Scientifically, it is measurable that you are into the gamma waves. Glimpses of gamma can come. I told you so many different ways. Anybody who sustains the gamma waves for 40 minutes at a stretch is the definition of scientific definition of enlightenment, which means you are not into alpha, beta, theta, delta. They are there on the screen. They are there. I have seen this on the screen. As a scientist, I have seen multiple number of times. So alpha, beta, theta, delta are there, but there are also these synchronous oscillations of gamma waves across the brain. And if you can sustain it for 40 minutes or more, well, that is what is called sustained enlightened state. Otherwise, it's called glimpses. Glimpses come, glimpses go, but you are not able to sustain. When you sustain for 40 minutes at a stretch, that is what is called the enlightened state. This is the scientific definition of enlightenment. Minimum 40 minutes at a stretch, you should be able to sustain that avastha, that state, stateless state. There is no state because the word state or avastha is used for the mind, the mental state, the alpha, beta, theta, delta. Gamma is not a state in that sense, so that is called stateless state. All right, 30 minutes. That's all that is there. So those who are sincere and honest meditate in a right way and get into that innocence and then get into that expanding awareness state and just be there for 40 minutes and that's it. If you can do once in a lifetime 40 minutes, well, you don't have to come back. The journey on the planet Earth is over. The whole evolution of human body which has come is for this. हिंदी में शरीर को साधन कहते हैं. The physical body is the instrument. साधन को साधना में लगाना है. Use this human body as an instrument to do your spiritual practices. और जो साध्य करने योग्य है उसको सद लेना है. तो जो एनलाइटन हो गया, लोग बोलते हैं हिंदी में सद गया. जो सद गया वो सदगुरु, सदना होता है. So if you do the spiritual practices by using your human body as an instrument, and you attain to samadhi. That is the ultimate for which the human body is been given to us. So that is the right use of human body. All right? Nothing much to speak. It's as simple as that. कुछ छोटी मोटी बातें हैं, समझ में आ गया तो आ गए. Any question? I will look into Manoj Garki saying Pranam. How to develop the ability of learning new things and do what I want to do? Yes, Manoj. Attitude of learning is a very important thing. Let me tell you three-step formula for enlightenment. See, ये गलत बातें हैं, कोई फॉर्मूला नहीं होती है, ओके. लेकिन ये मॉडर्न जमाना है, लोगों को 1 2 3 बोलेगा तो अच्छा लगता है, इसलिए मैं बता रहा हूँ. नोइंगली दैट इज रॉन्ग, फिर भी अच्छा लगेगा क्योंकि अच्छा है और मदद होगी. All spiritual seekers, listen carefully. You need to do lots of attitudinal corrections to start with. जीवन को हल्का करना है. हम लोग बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स हो गए. सरल से आदमी को क्या चाहिए? खाने को अन्न चाहिए, पीने को पानी चाहिए. मेरे जैसे आदमी को 2 4 कप चाय चाहिए पीने को. सोने को पथारी चाहिए, बस छप्पर चाहिए. लाइफ इज एज सिंपल एज दैट. बाकी सब मन का ग्रीड है, लालच है वो, और कुछ नहीं. कुछ कुछ चीजें चाहिए. हाँ, हम लोग गुफा में नहीं रह सकते. हालांकि मैं गुफा में रहा हूं, मजा आता है गुफा में. रह सकते तो अच्छा है, लेकिन आपको 1 BHK 2 BHK 5 BHK चाहिए तो फिर उसका नौकरी करो, धंधा करो, पैसा कमाओ, इसी में जिंदगी चली जाती है. फर्स्ट एटीट्यूड इज लालच से बचो. सेव योर सेल्फ फ्रॉम ग्रीड. हैव सम बेसिक थिंग एज पर योर स्टैंडर्ड. देयर नथिंग रॉन्ग, डोंट फील बैड अबाउट इट. गृहस्थी धर्म है. गृहस्थी यानी जो घर में रहता है तो घर होना चाहिए ना. चलो भाड़े का भी चलेगा, लेकिन घर तो होना चाहिए. सो गृहस्थी धर्म निभाओ, सभी अपने हिसाब से करो. बट attitude of learning is the prime important attitude for a spiritual seeker. So attitude of learning is necessary. Attitude of settling the life is necessary. All youngsters, absolutely nothing wrong in being ambitious. Be ambitious, fulfill your ambitions, see for a while what's happening, settle your life, settle your parents, settle your children. This is a normal grahastha dharma and one must do that. There's nothing wrong in that. But parallelly also spare some time for atmonnati. आत्मा की उन्नति के लिए भी थोड़ा सा समय निकालो. Work for your spiritual evolution. Take out some time on a daily basis. That attitude is required. And learn something that is necessary for you. First step, attitudinal correction. Write down everybody. Second step, अंतकरण शुद्धि. अंतकरण हमारा अंदर जो है ना, भीतर. अंतकरण को अपने स्क्रिप्चर्स में 4 बातें कही. मन, बुद्धि, चित्त, अहंकार. ये चतुष्क 4 बातों को अंतकरण कहते हैं. मन मीन्स माइंड, बुद्धि मीन्स इंटेलेक्ट, चित्त मीन्स मेमोरी, ईगो मीन्स, अहंकार मीन्स ईगो. 4 items. Okay, mind, intellect, memory and ego. These are the 4 things. Chatuska means chorus, 4 items. 4 items means that this is called antakaran. These are the 4 items of antakaran, means inner causal body. Anta means inner, karan means karan deha, causal body. Antakaran Suddhi is the second stage. Purifying the Antakaran means purifying your mind, purifying your intellect, purifying your memory and purifying your ego. This purification takes time. That is why enlightenment becomes difficult. People are having too much of dirt inside. अंतकरण में बहुत मैल होता है. अंतकरण मैला होगा तो आध्यात्मिक उन्नति में बाधा बन जाता है. वो जो गंदगी है हमारे भीतर, वो हमें आगे बढ़ने से रोकती है. तो अंतकरण शुद्धि ये बहुत बड़ा टप्पा है. सभी ने अंतकरण शुद्धि पे ध्यान देना चाहिए. तो अंतकरण शुद्धि कैसे होती है? बहुत सारा प्राण होना चाहिए. प्राण बढ़ने से अंतकरण शुद्ध होता है, मन शुद्ध होता है. बहुत जब प्राण होगा ना तो गंदा मन रहेगा नहीं. बुद्धि शुद्ध हो जाएगी, क्योंकि बुद्धि कर्मानुसारिणी, कर्मों के अधीन बुद्धि चलती है. तो जैसे जैसे हमारे कर्म शुद्ध होते जाएंगे, हमारी बुद्धि भी शुद्ध होते जाएगी. मेमोरी में आपने, किसी ने आपको इंसल्ट किया, वो इंसल्ट आपने मेमोरी में संभाल के रखा, जब टाइम आएगा तो उसको दिखाऊंगा, विच मीन्स यू आर हार्बरिंग इन योर मेमोरी सम बैड एक्सपीरियंसेस। बस उसी का तो शुद्धिकरण करना है, माफ कर दो, फॉरगिवनेस एंड यू आर आउट, आपका मेमोरी का शुद्धिकरण हो जाएगा। फॉरगिवनेस इज अ वेरी बिग टूल, पश्चाताप इज अ बिग टूल। So you have to clean up your memory and less of I me mind, consciously less of I me mind, more of you, more of we, या तो तू ही तू, भगवान ही भगवान, और कुछ नहीं। That is the cleaning of ego. So antakaran shuddhi is a very big game, very big work for a spiritual seeker, and that's where it takes time. क्योंकि हमने गंदा किया तो हमको ही सफाई करनी पड़ेगी ना, हमारे भीतर तो और कोई झाड़ू मारने को आएगा नहीं, हमारे भीतर तो हमें झाड़ू मारना है। Nobody else will come to clean your inside, you have to clean your inside. So that's a very important thing. तो पहला एटीट्यूडनल करेक्शन, दूसरा अंतकरण शुद्धि, सेकंड स्टेप अंतकरण शुद्धि, क्लीनिंग योर इनर कॉजल बॉडी, मन बुद्धि चित्त अहंकार का सफाई। ओके, तीसरा डेवलपमेंट ऑफ अवेयरनेस एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग। थर्ड स्टेज इज डेवलपमेंट ऑफ अवेयरनेस एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग। 3 steps. Development of awareness and understanding will settle you into the enlightened state. Scientifically provable, gamma waves in your brain will be there, and that ahat feeling will be there, and amazing joy from inside. Okay, that's possible. Tremendous clarity. You see, when I went to my master's with Dada Gavan for the first time, I was a very confused person. Today I travel world over. People from different countries attend these programs. You ask any question, I have my light of awareness and understanding because the brain is lighted. Okay, I just throw the light and your question becomes clear. Of course, the linguistic clarity has to be there. That's just a way of communication. Okay? That's why I never duck a question, because the clarity gives the answer to the question, an honest answer, not just brushing it aside. Honest answer to anything is possible because that third stage of awareness and understanding, if you develop, tremendous clarity will emerge in your life, and that clarity is a very useful tool. You can solve the problems, you can understand the things. Higher understanding and awareness will help you to understand life the way it is. That's a very, very significant step, the third step, development of awareness and understanding. Okay? Those who are writing, to see that you have written well, let me repeat the 3 steps. First step, attitudinal correction. Second step, antakaran shuddhi. Third step, development of awareness and understanding. Now, each of the step may take few years for you. Common man, it may take few years. People ask me, Guruji, how much time will it take? Well, there is a concept. Let me tell you, it's a concept, but it's a scientific concept developed by theosophists. If you read the theosophical literature, there was a great scientist, Madame Blavatsky of Russia, and quite a few other great scientists, they started the theosophy. So theosophist literature, we have lots of books in our public library at Thane. Theosophist literature says that on an average, after crossing 8400,000 species, हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं, 184 योनि में से पार होने के बाद में मनुष्य देह मिलता है. So you have evolved through 8400,000 species and you got into the human body. In one of the sessions, I will talk about the natural evolution, where I will scientifically prove it to you that this 8400,000 is the right thing. How did our rishis know about this? Science is now proving it. कि 184 योनि का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है वो सच है, साइंटिफिक प्रूफ के साथ में मैं आपको बताऊंगा अगली बार. So you get human body. Now the theosophist scientists say that On an average, not compulsorily true for everybody, but average figure is average human soul takes 777 lifetimes to complete the journey. ये जो 3 स्टेप है, एटीट्यूडनल करेक्शन, अंतःकरण शुद्धि और डेवलपमेंट ऑफ अवेयरनेस एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग, एवरेज पर्सन टेक 777 लाइफ टाइम्स, मतलब कि 777 जन्म लग जाते हैं ये 3 स्टेप पूरा करने। मनोज गर्ग, आई होप आई आंसर योर क्वेश्चन। ठीक है, और भी कुछ क्वेश्चन होगा तो लिख दो, आई विल कम बैक टू यू। ओके, फॉर राइट नाउ दिस मच इज इनफ। I'm checking from the beginning so that I don't miss any question. Okay, there's one more direct question. It becomes difficult to feel the Sandhikal Jagrukta of thoughts. Is there any typical way to catch the same? I'm practicing L1. Okay, I'll answer you this because this is relevant for the satsang also. See, those who are absolutely sincere spiritual seekers. Okay, right now, do we have time? Yes, we have time. I'll take about 10 minutes to show you the process. How do you get into that? Last miracle camp, first time we did that. Of course, I had done it many times earlier, but I launched it for the first time to check with the live people. 15 people in front of me. We actually did it and everybody felt very nice. So we started it into a standard package now. Anybody interested in enlightenment? Few practices, very simple practices that will help you to do your attitudinal correction and antakaran shuddhi. Main thing is antakaran shuddhi. How do you do that? I told you, see, antakaran shuddhi is your floor, where in your house your floor is dirty. Suppose a cup of coffee fell down and it dried down. Now it is difficult because you need to really clean it well. Just by pouring the water it will not go. So you have to use the broom or you have to use the something else and clear it up. It take little time. Okay, because it is dried down. You did not clean it in time. Why am I giving you this example? Many things we have done in many birth times and those things have dried down. So you will need a little harder treatment to clean your antakaran. I hope you understand my language. I'm just giving a very crude example but connecting to the very subtle so that you can relate my communication that antakaran is very bad. It takes a lot of time. Some stains are so bad, sometimes in the toilet you need to put acid to remove those stains. Which means some processes are to be done because we are harboring some bad things in the mind. See, we were doing this forgiveness workshop. One lady said, I forgive everybody. But I will not forgive my mother-in-law because she has really tortured me a lot. She has troubled me a lot. So where is your mother-in-law? No, she expired 10 years back. Mother-in-law expired 10 years back. She's still carrying that hurt, humiliation, insult in her head and she's not willing to forgive. Now this is called hard stain. The coffee that fell down has dried down and now you need a special treatment to clean, otherwise this will not get clean. All of you understand my language? I'm giving you a very simple example to, those are the pointers pointing at something very subtle in your antakaran. So you need to have a different treatment. I develop a very simple package to help those who are sincere about spiritual evolution, not for everybody. Okay, some people are inquisitive. कुछ लोग जिज्ञासु होते हैं, वो क्या है, थोड़ा सा सत्संग में सुन लिया, चलो मजा आ गया, ठीक है, भूल गए, उसको जिज्ञासु बोलते हैं। अब ये जो प्रोसेस है वो मुमुक्षु के लिए। मुमुक्षु और जिज्ञासु में क्या फर्क है? जिज्ञासु मीन्स लिटिल बिट ऑफ इंक्विजिटिव, आई वांट टू नो, ओ आई नो, दैट्स इट, फिनिश। That person will not progress on the path. Mumukshu is absolutely sincere and honest about one's own spiritual journey. He will try out all that is necessary and will do antakaran shuddhi. So this is for the mumukshu who are absolutely sincere and honest about walking the path. So you need to create a lot of pran shakti, pranic energy in your body with sandhikal jagrukta. Now this is how I am connecting it to the question. Okay, it has come to me on a direct chat. So sandhikal jagrukta is the gap awareness, turning point awareness. If you can have that gap, you locate the gap, enter the gap, stay there, finish. That's the whole journey. So that gap is the door to divine. Your own divinity you will find when you enter that gap. But how do you find that gap, my dear friend? See, these are just the words, empty words. You have to experience what I'm telling you. I have experienced, so my words are not empty. My words are very meaningful for me, but they may not be meaningful for you. For you, it may be empty words, my dear friends. When you do the process, you will convert this concept into reality as an experience, anubhuti. Okay, that experience is very important. How do you do that? Okay, let me show you how to do that. This is called Vishnu Mudra. Okay, you can handle your nose better this way. With the right hand, you should do. See, Swar Vigyan. I'm just blocking my right nostril. Few times I'm noticing how much friction, how much openness is there. Now the other way around. What I notice is my right nostril is more open, it has got less friction, less sound. My left nostril is more blocked, it has got more friction, it has got more sound. So what did I do? I became aware of which is my dominant free flowing nostril. Right now for me this is the reality that my right nostril is free flowing, my left nostril is slightly blocked. Okay, this has to be there. So your right may be open, your left may be, or maybe both equally good, then no problem. Okay, so what I do now, I will start with my right nostril inhalation, because you have to always inhale through that which is dominant, which is free flowing, which has less blockage. That's called dominant nostril. So what I'll do, I'll start with the right nostril inhalation. इसको अनुलोम विलोम कहते हैं alternate nostril pranayam, which is very popular because of Ramdev Baba. Hello, this is not Ramdev Baba's pranayam. This is super special pranayam. Listen very carefully. There are simple modifications which you can accommodate. Normal pranayam, inhalation, exhalation time is same. The special one that we are talking about, which will increase your prana shakti, inhalation is 3 seconds, exhalation is 2 seconds all the time. Through any nostril, anytime you do, inhalation should be 3 seconds, exhalation should be 2 seconds. Write down, this is the first condition you have to match. Second condition is you should be aware of your breath. As you are inhaling for 3 seconds, you should be aware. At the end of inhalation, you are changing the nostril, so you are changing the finger also. Now that is a physical thing that will make you aware of Sandhikal Jagrukta. Otherwise, people find it very subtle. It's difficult to catch for a beginner. Of course, it's very gross once your awareness grows. But when you change the finger, you know that there's a turning point and you will enter the Sandhikal Jagrukta very naturally. For a common man, this is possible. So you have recognized the Sandhikal Jagrukta, you are exhaling in 2 minutes. Then from the same nostril, you are inhaling for, not 2 minutes, 2 seconds. From the same nostril, you are then inhaling in 3 seconds. Again the Sandhikal comes, you are exhaling in 2 seconds. From the same nostril, you are inhaling for 3 seconds, Sandhikal comes, you are exhaling in 2 seconds. 3 second inhalation, 2 second exhalation, knowing the Sandhikal Jagrukta, you keep on changing, do it 21 times. Physical advantage of this is you are increasing your prana shakti. Spiritual advantage is you are getting rooted into Sandhikal Jagrukta. After this you do meditation, as I told you, with a proper posture, 15 degrees, head turning up, your head comfortably resting on your spine, spine vertical without any stress, and gaze upward, Shambhavi Mudra, eyes upward, looking at the third eye. If you can stay into that, you will see something magical will start happening. Remain aware and stay there. Your mind will come and take it away. Okay. Don't focus on the mind, just focus on the state, focus on the gap, and develop your muscles to stay into that gap. Now there are no physical muscles, okay? I'm telling you your attitudinal muscles or your awareness muscles to stay into that gap. This is a simple process that will lead to enlightenment. Just a simple process like this is good enough. Okay, Let me repeat. 3-second inhalation, 2-second exhalation, alternate nostril breathing, full of awareness, sandhikal jagrukta, a must. If you can do that, and then after that you sit in meditation with gaze upward, for sure something magical will happen to you. All right, next question is from Krishna. Can we progress on the path without presence of a guru? I am living in US city with no guru. What do you advise? Guru not necessary in the modern world. YouTube is guru, Google is guru, the biggest guru is the Google guru. See, guru is needed for some information. Let me tell you, when it comes to your antakaran shuddhi, your guru will not be able to clean you. You have to do it yourself. You know, in Christianity, they say you need to carry your cross on your shoulders, which means what? Your responsibility to do your antakaran shuddhi. Even if you have a guru, let me tell you, the real guru or any guru for that matter, no guru can do it for you. You have to do it yourself. So, guru or no guru, what you need is some simple information to start. That clarity to start has to be there. If that clarity is there, which you got right now, who needs a guru? You don't need a guru. Okay. Guru Kripa happens. That is existential grace, not any specific person's grace. Okay. So physical guru, I don't think in the modern world it makes any sense. A Zoom guru is okay to make it clear. That's it. Okay. Or YouTube video is good enough to create that clarity. If you don't have guru, that's fine. If you have guru, if you can share the energy, that's also great. So I'm not degrading the presence of the importance of the presence of the guru. Let me tell you, I was simply sitting at the feet of my master Sri Dada Gavan and it happened to me. So presence of a guru is an amazing thing. But you know who gets a guru? Those who have done many punya karma. Punya karma means virtuous deeds in this life, in previous life. Only those people get the presence of the living master. Everybody doesn't get. So if you don't have punya karma, if you don't have the presence of the master, does not matter. Clarity that you have Krishna is good enough and get going, no problem. Okay. God bless you. Dhanasri is asking, can Yoga Nidra help with Thakaran Suddhi, Antakaran Suddhi? Can Yoga Nidra help with the Antakaran Shuddhi? Okay, got your question, Dhanasri. Patankar. You see, as a young scientist, some 20 years back, I was doing proper research on Yoga Nidra. Proper scientific research on Yoga Nidra. Okay. And I came to know that there is a place in India where a lot of research has happened in Yoga Nidra in a very scientific manner, and the books are there. I'm talking about BR School of Yoga, where Swami Satyananda was availed at that time, maybe a few years, 25-30 years back. Swami Satyananda was in body right now, that time. Now he is no more. His disciple, Swami Niranjananda, is the head of BR School of Yoga. So, when Swami Niranjananda Saraswati was very young, about 4 to 5 years old, Swami Satyananda trained him and he learnt 11 languages, all in Yoga Nidra. The child was sleeping, the things were conveyed in the Yoga Nidra, and child became the most brilliant person today, Swami Niranjananda Saraswati, the head of Bihar School of Yoga. So I went and met him. I stayed with him for 10 days. Why? Because I was doing research on Yoga Nidra. So question is about that. As a scientist, I can throw some light, little bit light on that. So Yoga Nidra for sure helps. See, what is Yoga Nidra? You are learning in a sleep-like state. For sure, I have myself learnt a lot. I told you in the beginning, when you are entering the sleep and when you are coming out of the sleep, you pass through the miracle healing state. And that healing state is theta. And that theta is what is Yoga Nidra. So in Yoga Nidra, it is possible to learn and your awareness can develop. What you can do in 10 years time, 10 years time, you can do in 10 minutes time. So There is a miracle state which will save you a lot of time. Your 10 years of sadhana can be done in 10 minutes with yoga nidra. Your awareness will develop that fast. So for sure, as a scientist, I'm all for it. In fact, we must teach our students, our children, yoga nidra. You can learn a lot. It's a very scientific state. In Bombay, Ruya College, I approached the college, 11th standard, 40 students were selected for my research work. So I told them to have nice food around 2 o'clock, and then 2:30 I told them to sleep. So they were so happy that this is the first professor who is telling us to sleep in the class and sleep properly. We had got the mats, yoga mats. Okay, not sleep on the desk, sleep properly on the yoga mat. And children were so very happy. So after lunch, you see, you fall sleepy. It's very natural to get into sleep state, and children were so happy. Few minutes they were into sleep state, and then I said something and I taught something. And after they wake up, okay, I asked them, how many of you? Half the people remembered what I told them, and they were sleeping. This was the actual experiment done in a college and recorded. This was scientific experiment. Children can learn inside the mother's womb. That's also kind of a yoga nidra. You know, Abhimanyu learned in mother's womb from Krishna. So a lot of depth there. Yoga nidra is kind of we can have a 10-day camp on yoga nidra. That much material I have. But right now, Dhanasri, I think good for you. Yes, definitely it helps you for Antakaran Shuddhi. Amazing. Thank you for this question. It reminded me of my 10 days with Swamiji in Bihar. Chetana is asking, if Atma is Amar, what happens with the soul after liberation? You remain Amar. That's what it is. Otherwise, you come back into the physical body. Physical body is not Amar, not infinite. Okay. Atma is has no death. Physical body has the death. So अमरत्व को जानना यानी क्या? आत्मा का अनुभव को पाना, वही अमर है. फिजिकल बॉडी तो आया है, वो तो जाएगा. जो भी माँ के पेट से जन्मा है वो तो खत्म होने वाला है. किसी का भी फिजिकल बॉडी अमर नहीं रहता है. इम्पॉसिबल. हाँ, लॉन्जेविटी इज 200 300 500 1000 साल के आदमी को मैं मिला हूँ. ओके, देयर इज नो डाउट अबाउट दैट. पीपल हैव मास्टर्ड लॉन्जेविटी. बट जिसका जन्म है उसका नाश तो होगा ही, मृत्यु है. ओके, तो अमर नहीं है. फिजिकल बॉडी कैन नॉट बी अमर. आत्मा को जानना वही अमरत्व है, एंड दैट इज लिबरेशन. Vinaya Shetty is asking, when we get you around 3:30 a.m., when we get up around 3:30 a.m., can that time also be theta state? Any time can be theta state, Vinaya, not necessarily 3:30. तो ब्रह्म मुहूर्त का कॉन्सेप्ट है. अगर आपकी नींद अच्छी हुई है, आप 3:30 4 बजे उठ जाते हो, तो ब्रह्म मुहूर्त का अपना महत्व है. ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में थीटा थोड़ा ज्यादा लंबा रहता है, आपको फायदा होता है. मिरेकल हीलिंग के लिए अच्छा है. अगर आप करते हो जल्दी उठ के ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में, बहुत अच्छी बात है. गॉड ब्लेस यू. चेतना इज आस्किंग, यू आर वाइब्रेटिंग वेरी हाई, यू आर ग्लोइंग ऑल ब्लू. थैंक यू. Asha Soni is saying, how we can improve relationship, Guruji, in which we face breakdown in it. Asha Soni. Yes, I had been a relationship counselor. Even today I do a lot of counseling on relationship. But today, this satsang is not for that. So I don't normally duck a question. But right now, we will not divert, because this satsang is a different satsang. Relationship, yes, there are issues and all. I'm a counselor, I can help you. I have got 4 videos on relationship. Okay, so what we'll do on Thursday satsang group. Okay, our Telegram group is a one-point contact. All of you know. All of you must be there on the Telegram group. Om Prem Sangha on Telegram. You search and you join. Yesterday only I have posted this 4 videos playlist about relationship. So for sure Asa will help you that. You see those 4 videos, because we have discussed in great detail. So I will not get into the relationship, but let me tell you, relationship and Antakaran Shuddhi has got direct connection. We are talking about Antakaran Shuddhi. If you focus on Antakaran Shuddhi, your relationship will improve for sure. Okay. Next question is from Kamya. In Shambhavi Mudra, feel stiffness in neck due to frozen shoulder and cervical problems. Or it's our past karma. Both. See, if you are feeling something is frozen, which means some emotions are frozen. So you have to do the holistic health exercises, do some pranayam, yogasana, whatever. Make your body supple. That is the first thing. Otherwise, you will not be able to sit in meditative posture for a long time. For a sadhak, let's understand the concept of Ashtanga Yoga. See, what is Ashtanga Yoga? 8 limbs of yoga. Yama, Niyam, Asana, Pranayam. Those four, Yama, Niyam. First two is attitudinal corrections. Asana, Pranayam. Asana is for suppleness of the body. Pranayam is for increasing the vibrancy. Yama, Niyam, Asana, Pranayam. Pratyahar, turning inward. Dharana, holding it, awareness. Dhyana, no thought state. Samadhi, the final state. So, 8 limbs of yoga. Ashtanga Yoga tells you do attitudinal correction, make your body supple, make your body vibrant with Kriya Pranayam. Then only Pratyahara, turning inward. Otherwise, your body will create trouble. So, for every spiritual seeker, your body is a vehicle. You should keep your vehicle healthy, normal, good. I'm not telling go to the gym and build the muscle. No, those muscles will not help you. It's good to build muscle. There's nothing wrong if you are muscle builder, bodybuilder. But minimum is keep your body supple, for which yogasana, pranayam, good enough. You must do that. That is the trouble. Okay. Dhanasri Patankar is asking, can we do sound healing with Yoga Nidra? I have done it so many times. That's a fantastic combination. See, I have developed some pipes, very special frequency pipes, which actually create the theta frequencies. And immediately in 10 minutes time, those pipes can put you into theta. Extraordinary miracle healing happens. We have already tried in laboratory. Okay. We have done clinical research on these pipes. So for sure, Yoga Nidra and sound healing is an amazing combination, but you must learn systematically. Okay, don't try out anything. It can be, it's a double-edged sword. You must learn systematically. I've done a lot of research on that. Come to me, I'll guide you. Asha is asking, Guruji, when we wake up in the first negative thought comes, many times how we can change it into positive thoughts and thinking. Okay. Asha, very small technique I'll tell you right now, which is a wonderful. Thousands of people have been benefited. See, anytime you have a negative thought, the thought is actually hovering here. So forcefully exhale it through the nose. It just goes away. So it's called Kapalabhati in yoga. Just focus on forceful exhalation. Your body will inhale naturally. Sit simple, straight, and all the thoughts, negative thoughts gone. So anytime the negative thought grips you, just do Kapalbhati and throw it off. As simple as that. Vinaya Shetty is asking, as you said of Ashtanga Yoga, now right hand is weak as it is affected by the paralysis. How to heal? Keep doing yogasana, pranayam, oil massage, and as the more prana flows, the more the nerves will open up. Paralysis can be healed. Okay. We have actual patient. One of my doctor friend's father had a paralysis. With sound healing and pranayam, in 3 days' time, his face became all right. Miracle, right? 3 days only. No medicine, nothing. Only with the pranayam and sound. For sure, these are the wonderful things. If you practice, well, it will come back to normal. Vinaya, nothing to worry about. Paralysis can be healed. Many people we have healed already. What you need is a more of a prana and the sound. So sound and prana, kriya yoga and sound healing. Amazing combination for healing paralysis. All right, all your questions are answered. Hope you really enjoyed this session. Hope some of your doubts are cleared. Thursday satsangs are like that. Video we are not editing, as it is uploaded on the YouTube. The link is there. The video link will come on Thursday satsang group. any of your spiritual friend who is looking for some kind of a help, our aim for Thursday satsang is to reach out with the spiritual insight to the sincere seekers who don't have guru physical, like that person from the US said, there's no physical guru. I understand. There are thousands of sincere seekers all over the world. Traveling is costly. We travel a lot to Himalaya, but let me tell you, Himalayan travel is costly, and there are no appointments. They may meet, they may not meet. So, lot of cost of travel, time, and all that thing. So everybody cannot do that. Whatever I have done, I am sharing it for all the spiritual seekers. Every Thursday, you can ask me the questions, and I'll answer you live. Okay, but ask me question in advance, not at the last moment. I can't answer because we don't have time. One piece of information, love M. Keep your, I find it difficult to maintain Jagrukta when Jagrukta is uncommon. Okay. Hold your question, next time I'll answer. Parul, thank you. So love M, attitudinal correction. Okay. Ask in time. Don't ask at the end moment. Okay, right now, before we close this session, we have ashram at Kalyan, which is 70 kilometers from Mumbai International Airport. 70 kilometers, many of you have come to our ashram. For last 20 years, we are conducting different camps there. So there are people who are very, very serious about their spiritual evolution. And 23rd December to 31st December, 9 full days camp purely on spiritual evolution. What is enlightenment, what is liberation, and all that. So entire details are given on the WhatsApp groups as well as our Telegram group. If you don't want to see too many WhatsApp groups, and if you are comfortable with Telegram group, you only one group on the Telegram, Om Prem Sangha Telegram group. Even the past information is available to you. Guruma has posted it in the chat box. You can see the topics and all. And if you feel like coming, contact me on WhatsApp. I have only one WhatsApp number. Guruma, can you post my WhatsApp number on chat? Contact me, I'll guide you. And if God willing, maybe you can attend the camp. Those who are very sincere about spiritual search, okay, we have hired a very beautiful resort next to our ashram where you can stay comfortably, food, bottled water, or whatever few needs are there for people who are coming from abroad. So good standards are maintained. There's nothing like a 5-star, let me tell you, but good standards are maintained. So you can comfortably stay there and we can do the program. Few programs will be inside the ashram and few things will be in that nearby resort, which is only 2 minutes walk from the ashram. So those who are serious about attending the camp, do get in touch with me. And if you are in a hurry, well, 9 days camp is quite a job. Two main things where a soul can get stuck. In scripture, they call it as a Kamini and Kanchan. Kanchan means gold or money, the buying power. Everybody is spending 10 hours, 12 hours every day for what? Earning money. And there's nothing wrong. There's no criticism of anything. But you see, the buying power of money is influencing, right? And Kamini means sexual desire. Soul doesn't get liberated because soul needs a body to fulfill sexual desire. And this is one of the major reasons why we don't get liberated. So, my dear friends, we have to learn to transcend sexual desire. Otherwise, liberation is not possible. So, in the camp, I'll be spending one full day on money aspect and one full day on how to transcend the sexual desire, because these are considered as two major traps of why soul does not get liberated. And there are quite a few other topics which you can see in the chat box. Guruma has posted all the details. If you feel like interested, do get in touch with us and attend the camp. Next Thursday, I will take you systematically through few processes. My idea is at least you have a good glimpse of gamma waves. Okay. And if time permits, there is something called gamma wave transmission. Okay. Now somebody asks, I don't have a guru, doesn't matter. We tried as a scientist whether online gamma wave transmission is possible. It is possible. 300 people attended my program. Brahm Prakash organized in Tuesday Satsang. That was the first time we did this experiment. Maybe about a couple of years back. Brahm Prakash जी कभी किया था हमने पहली बार ये gamma wave शक्तिपात का पहला प्रयोग हमने Tuesday gathering में किया था.
It was three years ago.
3 years ago. So this technology is now pretty good. I have done one-on-one also. I have done in few groups also. So if time permits, next time you will get a glimpse of gamma waves. See how to do. If I have gamma waves, then I can induce gamma waves in your brain if you are connected, if your video is there. So when we do this experiment, you keep your video on and you will see some glimpse you will get online also. This technology is helping. So everybody can get the glimpse. This in normal Indian language, it's called as Shaktipat. Okay. Gamma wave transmission is a very precise scientific experiment. Loosely translated in Hindi, it becomes Shaktipat. Shaktipat के और बहुत सारे तरीके और बहुत सारे अलग अलग aspects है. In one of the Thursday satsang, I will talk on Shaktipat also. So you become aware of the depth of the Indian culture. How Indian spiritual masters, rishis, munis and all have done amazing research and everything is available to us on the silver platter. Okay, if we are interested, we can take really good advantage for our evolution. That's what the rishis have given it to us for. With this thought, मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम देता हूँ. Thank you very much for joining us. See you next Thursday. God bless.